Welcome back, everyone. I'm the MoeChicken, and this is more Castlevania Symphony of the Night Maria mode. And in the last episode, I died horribly in the library, but we have left it now, so we are going to move on. We're going to be going to the I think it's called the Black Marble Gallery, something like that. All of the reverse castle locations, as you might expect, have their own names. However, for the most part, they're just sort of like reverse whatever. So like reverse chapel instead of royal chapel, and reverse outer wall instead of outer wall. So but I think this place has a unique name, and I think it's called like the I think it's called the Black Marble Gallery. And as you can hear, it has the same obnoxious music that the outer wall had, and the clock tower. They just really liked this song for some reason, and they just insist on playing it in so many of the areas. I mean, the Long Library song is so nice. The Lost Portraits, it's lovely. And then there's this one, which just kind of does its own thing. Now, a cool thing about the on the subject of the Lost Portraits, the song. Is there something here? I heard that there are like, so I was watching a Let's Play of this game. I need the axe. I don't want this stopwatch. I'm not a big fan of the stopwatch. I don't use it. I don't know, because too many things are invulnerable with it. They can ignore it, and that's not very much fun. Oh, it's you. Yeah, I don't know. I wish I had something else, but also I keep accidentally using it because I'm using the weird, like, 3D motion controller for the Sega Saturn, which is bigger and stranger than the regular controller, so it's kind of weird. I don't know. Anyway, yeah, so on the subject of... Oh, thank goodness. Wonderful. On the subject of the song... Oh, so... I keep cutting myself off. Have you noticed that? Doing a lot of that tonight. I want to show you this. So, you know, you see like there's a little something here I'm standing on. You're like, oh, whatever. It's no problem. And I'll just kind of go over here. Oh, no! There are these deadly spike things. And they are all over this area. It's ridiculous how many of them there are. They're so frustrating. It's basically like the things from... Oh, no! From, The Legend of Zelda. But they're all on the floor. And they're harder to avoid than the things in Legend of Zelda because you need to stand on the floor. Generally, that's where I do most of my standing, is on the floor. So it's a little bit tougher. Anyway, yes, the Lost Portraits. So, when I first found out that song was called the Lost Portraits, I was like, that's kind of a neat name. But then I started to think about what that could refer to, because like the song is played in both the library. Oh, no, almost got hurt there. Both the library and also the royal chapel. So neither place is like an art gallery of any kind. If anything, you would expect that to be in here, since this is an art gallery, even if it does not actually have portraits. But no, for whatever reason, they put it in those other two areas, which I think probably caused me to think more about what the song could mean. And it got me to thinking about the nature of Castlevania itself. So, as Alucard mentions, Castlevania is a creature of chaos. It is basically like the castle itself is not a fixed architectural... Oh, I don't want this! I don't want this! I don't want this! Oh, I definitely don't want that. Ow. Let me see if I can use turtle. Turtle! 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 Syrup! Turtle! 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 Yeah, there we go! That's another one I need to get better at than I am. Oh, twice in a row! Awesome. Yes, so the castle is a creature of chaos, and it is not a fixed architectural structure, and that's why it changes every time someone comes back to it. In addition, Castlevania seems to follow Dracula himself. So whenever Dracula is destroyed, you know, this is where the joke about a load-bearing boss comes from. the castle always winds up falling apart for some reason. It just kind of crumbles as a result of Dracula no longer being present. Did I kill it? Oh, I kill it in one shot? That's weird. I expected it to take more damage than that. Oh, jeez. Yay, I made it. Okay, good. Safe. Alive. Okay. Did I just, like, slide up the staircase? Hang on, I'm gonna try to do that again. No, it looked like I slid up the staircase. Okay, didn't happen again. Yes, Creature of Chaos. It follows Dracula around because the castle almost always crumbles as a result of Dracula being a low-berry boss. And that would suggest that Castlevania, the castle, the mysterious Creature of Chaos, is in fact like sort of outside of time. Like the castle itself is immortal, which, a lot of buildings are immortal, or at least not subject to sudden death. But the fact that it kind of travels through time in that it follows Dracula presents an interesting notion of things sort of being moved from one time to another via the castle. So let's go back to the idea of the song Law. Oh, okay, I use it like that. I didn't know how she used it. Oh, jeez. Hey, have fun with that. So let's go back to the name, The Lost Portraits. Now, what could that mean? Or what that could mean, rather, is that, like, let's take it completely concretely. Lost portraits. Okay, that means a portrait that is lost. How is that associated with Dracula? Well, let's think now, what would cause a portrait associated with Castlevania to become lost? Well, maybe it's lost to the outside world, so it's lost to everyone else and just exists in Castlevania. And so that caused me to start thinking of the idea that maybe the song refers to the notion that Dracula himself acquired several portraits from various artists during his lifetime. Like maybe there was a time when Dracula was like a patron of the arts and wanted to add some class to his horrible castle of nightmares by getting some art on his wall. He's like, there's not enough culture here. I need to have art on my walls if I'm going to be taken seriously as a vampire. So maybe he like commissioned some art, in which case those portraits would be lost to time, to anything outside of Dracula's castle, because they would only exist here. And it's even a little bit stranger if you start to think about the idea that, like, if they become an aspect of the Creature of Chaos, that all of a sudden they're like, they could be anything, like the portraits themselves could change. That also kind of invites an interesting idea. So I like the concept that the portraits were lost to time. And I don't know, as a fan of art, I suppose, an art aficionado. I don't know if I can call myself that or not. It's just cool to think about, like, the idea that Dracula commissioned all of these, like, artworks from famous Romanian artists or whatever, and they were lost to time. And it's like you can imagine situations where maybe historians would have theorized, or like would have had records of this portrait or that portrait being sold to a mysterious aristocrat, Mr. or Lord Sepish, who just vanished at this point in time, and we don't know what happened to the artwork, but it'd be great if we could see it again. And then, like, Castlevania shows up and they're like, oh my gosh, there it is, also vampires and werewolves, oh no. So all of that just to say, I think that the name Lost Portraits is a cool name. And this has been my discussion of the name of one song from Castlevania Symphony of the Night. I hope you enjoyed it. Also, I didn't point it out before, The brown Jack Skellingtons do different things than the white Jack Skellington. Oh, jeez! Okay. That was scary. That really hurts. I think I already mentioned that, but that really hurts if you get hit with it. Yeah, the brown ones their jacks will bounce like higher than they will far. How do you say that? Their movement vertically is greater than their movement horizontally. That's a good way to say it. And the white ones, theirs moves longer horizontally than vertically. We're gonna come back to the underground caverns because I want to finish up the black marble gallery. So anyway, but yeah, I think the white ones are worse because usually you can usually it's easier to deal with the brown ones because I mean even though the jack bounces up high, it's easier to deal with in general. Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! Okay. Okay, this is the way we're going, I think. So we're going to continue our way through the marble gallery, and you can kind of see part of what I was talking about with the fact that the second castle has a lot less going on, I guess you could say, in terms of like activities. Like most of what we've seen so far are just difficult scenarios relating to combat. You know, we've seen a lot of you have these things which make it hard to find your footing in the area. There are a lot of monsters which are designed to annoy you by attacking from places that are hard to get at. There were those stone skulls, which are also kind of boring. All of these things are just kind of like, I don't know, filler's not the right word, but they just don't add very much. Oh my gosh, I forgot about these guys. Oh no. So, that guy is one of the most dangerous enemies in the game. They're called Guardians, I believe, in the English version. And they take a lot of damage. Normally, if I was playing as Alucard, I killed it. Their damage must be oh, hello, how are you? Their damage must be reduced for Maria's mode or something like that. Hey. Hey, killed you. Yeah, if I was playing as Alucard, normally what I would do is just turn into mist and fly over them because they're just too dangerous for him. But for her, oh no, they're really not too bad. It may just be because I have the cross though, honestly. But yeah, look at that, kill them. They drop the God's Garb, which is it's okay. I mean, it's pretty good armor. I really don't think it's worth. Hello, yes, what? Oh, because I already have all the relics, this is happening. Okay, so this would normally only happen once you have all the relics. Since I'm playing as Maria, I have all the relics, so there you go. We could potentially go beat the game right now, but I'm not gonna. So I'm gonna put that off as long as I can, because I don't know if I'm gonna be able to do it, but we're gonna try anyway. Eventually, but not for now. Yes. What was it? What's it doing? What's the clock doing? It's just spinning really... What? What are we doing here? What happened there? I'm sorry, I'm flabbergasted. I don't think I've ever seen it do that. Because normally this reflects your current time in the game, but I've never seen it like do what it just did. That was very strange. Anyway, what was I even talking about? I forgot entirely. Whatever, we'll go down here. So this room is actually kind of cool. It's got these like it's got every sub-weapon in the game in like a container, and they're all rainbowy, and I like them. But I already have a sub-weapon that I like, so I'm gonna just stick with this. What was I talking about? I've completely forgotten. Talked an awful lot about the lost portraits, and then oh yeah. So like the structure. Oh no, I don't want that though. I don't want the cross. I'll take that. I'll take this. This works. Okay, there we go. No. There we go. And flying time. I could go to Old Rox's chambers, but I'll hold off. Yeah, these guys. They drop the they drop the God's Garb, which is a decent piece of equipment. It's got very good defense, but it is definitely not worth the trouble. It's very hard to get, and yeah, it's just... But for her, it's really not that... Let's do this. How do you like Byakko? Byakko! Wow, I should really be using Byakko more often. Hello! I'm going to use Byakko on you. Byakko! Yeah. Yeah, that's the way to go. I should do that with everything from now on. Oh, hello! How are you? I'm gonna dance on your back. Dance, 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 dance. Boogie, 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 boogie. How are you, gentlemen? Kill? So this thing, I don't know what it's called in this game. In later games, they called it Catoblepas, which, I think is a... Holy crap, Maria's kick is strong. I just kicked that bull in the face till it was dead. It's awesome. Kick, kick. I kind of like how he's got like the little skeleton jack behind him. It's almost like an honor guard of some kind. I'm just kick him in the face like guys. Now what was I saying? Yeah, God's Garb, not bad. Oh yeah, that thing's called Catoblepas. And I believe that is a mythological creature that can petrify you with its breath. So sure enough, that monster petrifies you with its breath. Also, it looks like I'm up against time, so I will go ahead and end it here. I am the MoeChicken. This is Castlevania Symphony of the Night. Thanks for stopping by.